Like I'm going like this, he just comes like this. Boom. Woke up the following day. I was like, maybe this is a dream. Woke up on Sunday. It was real. I feel this was God even putting me away from every other thing I've been doing, like a lot of distractions, and actually it's making me see new possibilities and discovering myself better. Yo, what's good, YouTube? How are you guys doing? Yeah, I know it's been a minute, but let's just get into this video, okay? As you can see from the title of this video, we're going to be talking about my fractured wrist. Yeah, crazy, right? So I'm just, do like a story time on how it happened, everything, and just the whole recovery thing and how I'm doing right now. And look, Shelly, I'm thinking about making this like story time, like making like a series, just different story times. Let me know if you guys want that. So let's dive into this. Yeah. So this happened on January 10th, 2025. Sorry, 2026. Happy New Year. Oh my God, this is my first video. 2026, right? So on this very good day, it was a Friday. My cousins came down to Atlanta for our birthday and stuff. So the plan for that night was to what just happened? The plan for that night was to go skating for the first night because they were gonna be here like over the weekend. So the plan was to go skating. So yeah, I'm not a professional skating, but I've gone skating before and I don't fall. Like I mean, even if I fall, I know how to catch myself. You feel me? I mean, everyone falls actually, but I know how to skate to some extent. So it's not like I was like a newbie or like I wasn't fully new, but I'm not a pro either. So we went to the skating rink and all now. It was all cool. We were skating. Everything was going all, this was like 11 p.m. I think because, Cascade skating rink. That's what Cascade is known for. They were doing a whole, it was kind of fun actually. Yeah, so as I was saying, everything was actually going well. It was Cascade and I should have known though because those people there were crazy, bro. When I tell you those guys, oh my God, you guys need to see for yourself. They were doing all sort of flips and stunts, bro. I was just looking. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I should have known, but me, I was just doing my own, going around the rink and all. That's what I was just doing. So this was around 11 p.m. or 11:30 p.m. Friday was a Friday night and all. So we had skated till we got there at like 11:45 or something, I think. So we skated. It was about 1:30 and they closed at 2. So we're kind of tired now. So I was about exiting the rink, right? I was skating out of the rink. Do you know how the rink is like round? And everyone is skating like this. But when you want to leave the rink, you have to like go this way instead of going this way. Does this make sense? But anyways, I was exiting the rink and then I was at the edge of the rink about to, leave, like climb up to this where the seats are. This guy just comes from, like I'm going like this. He just comes like this. Boom. Like I'll attach the clip. This right here. Yeah. Knocks me down. All that force, right? Yeah, he did that to me. And what made it crazy was he tried to catch me. Like he tried like catching me, but bro, the force was already too much because he was going crazy fast. So the way I landed, like he tried catching me, so I just landed like on one hand because he was trying to like hold me. So I just landed like like this. And that's the worst way you can think of landing, bro. That's the worst way you can think. You can't think of landing when you're skating. So I landed like this. Feel me? And then the guy stops. He's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No," because I knew something had happened. Right? I kind of knew my bone was broken, but I just was being delusional. So I was just telling myself, "Oh no, it's just dislocated." I wasn't trying to speak a fractured wrist into existence. So the guy was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, no, 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 no." Guess what he did? He took off. Yep. But I was in too much pain to even think about that. All I wanted to do was to go to the hospital. So my cousins came and all, and then the folks at the skating rink then came. He was like, he gave me ice, to put on my hand and stuff. Yeah, I didn't even know if that helped at all because, bruh, that pain was crazy. I've never in my life been in such pain. Like, I'm dead serious. That thing, the pain was bad, like so bad. Even when I got to the hospital, they were like, "Oh, what's your pain level?" I was like, I think I told them a 12 out of 10. Yeah, so it was really, really, really bad. The skating rink guys came. They were like, all they were trying to do was just to get me out of their building. They were just like, "Oh, should we call the ambulance?" Or like, they were just like, "Oh, you need to go." But me, I was never thinking about all those things. It's like, okay, now that I'm better, I'm just thinking about those things. They're just trying to get me out like as fast as they could, like just trying to clear everything. And I'm like, oh. So they're like, "Well, should we call the ambulance?" I said no. Because if you know, you know. Calling the ambulance here is crazy. Like, that's a lot of money. So I was like, no. So my cousins drove me to the ER. We went to Emory. We went to the ER, and at the ER, bro, the person I met there, that woman, she kind of pissed me off. She was like, oh, she's asking me to sign something. Mind you, my hand is broken. I was actually using my right hand to support my left hand. So like, if I took my right hand off, I was in so much pain. So I couldn't even move. I was like this for throughout the whole ride and everything. She's like, "Oh, can you sign?" I'm like, "No." But that was crazy too. I'm just thinking about that. But eventually, I got checked in and all. I had to wait for about 30 minutes, bro. Imagine just sitting in pain for about 30 to 45. I think about 30, 45 minutes. I was in so much pain. And then finally, I saw the doctor. It was like a family doctor. And he ordered the x-rays. I went to do the x-rays. But that x-ray, that thing was mad painful. It hurt so bad because I had to take my hand off to like, do all that stuff on the thing. So after the x-ray, I still didn't believe I broke my hand. I was just being delusional. I was still telling myself, oh, I just dislocated it and all. So the doctor then calls me. He's like, "You have a fracture. You fractured your wrist." I was like, oh my God. I was like, for real? And then I was just trying to be delusional. It's like, oh, fractured but not broken, right? But they mean the same thing, and I knew that. But I was like, oh, I fractured it, but I didn't break it, right? It's like, they mean the same thing. So I was just like, oh my God. Like, where am I going to start from? Because, bro, I'm not a physical activity. Like, I'm not a sports person. Like, I don't play sports. So I never imagined I would be a person to break my bone. Like, I never thought about, it has never crossed my mind, bro, that, oh, one day I'll break a bone. So I was in mad shock. Yeah. And then he was like, oh yeah, what we're going to do tonight, we're just going to put you in a splint. Mind you, this is like 2 a.m. We're just going to put you in a splint and I'm going to give you a referral to meet with the orthopedic surgeon the following week. It was a Saturday night by this time, on a Friday. So it was like Saturday, 2 a.m. So like, you're going to meet the orthopedic folks. When he told me like Monday or Tuesday, so I was like, okay, cool. So the nurse took me and then she wrapped my hand in this big splint. I'm not gonna lie, that made me feel better. Like, I feel a lot better. And then as I was about leaving the hospital, the doctor called me back. He was like, oh my God, I shouldn't go. That one of the resident doctors on call just responded and said he needs to come in to check me because the way the bone is positioned is really bad. Like, the bone was broken and then out of place. You feel me? So let me explain that. So imagine I break this into two, and then the second piece just goes out of place. Like, it's not like even the space anymore, like it just displaces. That's how my bone was. And he was like, yeah, we might have to discuss surgery. As soon as I heard that, I was just like, why did I go to the skating rink? I was just like, I just feel really bad. And then he was like, yeah, we're going to have to discuss surgery. And I was like, bro, what does that entail? And then he was kind of briefly telling me about the plates and screws they put in your bone to, get it in place. And I just did not want to do that. So finally, the The doctor on call came, right? He came in. They took me into one of the rooms at the ER. The nurse was really nice because I've never gotten an IV. So her name is Nurse Mickey. Shout out to you. I don't know if you're gonna see this. Nurse Mickey. She was like, oh, just breathe. And then I saw the stuff in my hand. I've never actually had a drip. I've never had to go through any of these things. Like I've never even been to the hospital since I've been in the US. So I didn't even know how any of these things worked. So she put the IV in my hand and everything was cool. And I was just waiting there. The doctor comes. Then he talks to me about the whole procedure. He's like, yeah, you might have to consider surgery. But what he's about to do right now might be able to mitigate the surgery. So I'm like, please do whatever you think you can do so I can avoid surgery. And then he was explaining to me about the process is called close reduction. So basically, he's trying to put the bone back in place because it broke and then went out of this place it's meant to be at. So basically, he's trying to arrange like the bone and put it back in place. Make sense? It has a close reduction. And if that worked, I would probably won't need surgery. Like you just have to like put like a bandage or like a splint or a cast to keep it in place so that it doesn't move again. So I was like, okay, sure. So this guy, the doctor was really nice. Like shout out the doctor. He was really nice. His name is Dr. Max. He comes in, they give me this thing. Bruh, when I tell you that thing, I didn't go to sleep, but that thing knocked me out. Like as soon as the nurse put that thing into the IV, that thing just made me feel like I traveled somewhere. Like I couldn't feel anything around me. And then the doctor was like, oh, what's your favorite type of music to listen to? I told him. So he just started playing music and then put the phone right next to my head. But it just felt like I traveled somewhere. Like I was just listening to the music. I was feeling so cool, but I was still awake when my eyes were closed. I could feel him moving my hand, like I could hear the music, but I couldn't feel any pain at all. So I just felt him moving my hand. After like 15 minutes, it was done. And then I woke up. And then I felt so good. The after effect of whatever they gave me, that thing made me feel so good. Like I felt so good. I was so happy. I was just laughing. And I was just cracking jokes and the doctors were just laughing. The doctor was laughing at me, the nurse was laughing at me, but it felt really good. I didn't feel any pain. I woke up, I saw like a new splint. He had splinted my hand again, gave me a new splint. And I felt really good after that because after that first splint, I couldn't move my fingers like this. Well, after I did this one, my fingers were like really good. So I was just telling him thank you. I was like, oh, thank you, Dr. Max. Thank you. I was so happy. Bro, this happened at like 10 in the morning. So after that, they were going to take another x-ray, just to see if he was in place. So the person came in to take me to the x-ray place. Bro, they were trying to pull me on a wheelchair. I'm like, bro, what's going on? I broke my wrist, not my leg. Why are you trying to wheel me? And I told them I could walk. So because I'm not trying to feel sick, you feel me? I'm not trying to like when they start doing all those things, mentally you start feeling like you're really sick and so I just like, nah, let me walk there. So they took me to the place. I did the x-ray and I think I did a CT scan too. And then the thing came back and I didn't even see the doctor that night. I saw who did I even see? I saw someone, I don't remember. And he told me it looks good. And there's a high chance I avoid surgery. So that alone made me really, really happy. And then I left the hospital at like 10 in the morning, 10:30 something. On our way home, I was just really thinking, I was like, bruh, what is all this? Like, how did I get myself into this? I was so sad, thinking about everything. Like, bruh, I can't do anything. Like, I'm literally immobilized. That made me mentally down. I just came back home, went to sleep, woke up the following day. I was like, maybe this is a dream. Woke up on Sunday. It was real. It actually happened. Actually, I woke up on Saturday. Yeah, because I got back on Saturday like 10 a.m. So I woke up. I was really, really sad. Like, I was like, bruh, where do I even start from? Like, what do I do? But yeah, that was it, bruh. It was really, really sad. So I had my appointment with the orthopedic person the following week. Yeah, that week. The following week. So I went to her and then she saw the thing. She was like, oh, it looks really good. The bone is still in place. I should just start working on a little bit of moving my fingers. I shouldn't keep my fingers stiff because they can become stiff. Like I shouldn't keep my fingers in one position because they can become stiff. So okay, cool. I was doing all that and then following up with her every week, I was still not doing nothing. All I was doing during the week, I'll wake up, turn on my TV, to watch TV, get up, just freshen up a little bit, get some food, go back to my bed. I wasn't doing anything. Like I just shut down everything I was doing. I wasn't doing anything. I was just, you know, yeah, that was that about that. So I had the splint on for. I'm gonna put a picture of what the splint looks like. I had the splint on for about the doctor. She told me about 4 weeks. Yeah, I had the splint on for about 4 weeks, and then she took it out on the what day did she take it? I don't remember what day exactly. She took it out and gave me this removable brace. You see this right here? I was so happy when she gave me this. But bro, when she took out the splints, that thing felt so weird. Like I didn't know how much work the splint was doing on my hand. As soon as she cut the thing open and took it out, bruh, my hand felt so like it felt like I don't know. I don't know how to explain that feeling. It felt so sore and it felt like I don't know. Not painful, but it felt really it didn't feel good. It felt really it wasn't painful, but it didn't feel good at all. So she put me back in she put me in those brace and yeah, following up with her every week. Yeah. Oh yeah, I even forgot to mention. So when I had my first appointment with her, right, she said there are two ways I could go about my follow-up and treatment. I could still undergo surgery if I wanted to. That this could be fixed surgically, but she won't recommend because she feels the way it is right now. If I'm just on the splint, I could get my bone back together like this. So I was like, of course, I do not want no surgery. So I just chose the non-surgical, path to recovery. And yeah, so follow-ups were good. I was following up here every week and you know, just checking and everything was good. And the mental effect on this on me, bro, this thing made me for the first couple of weeks, like I told you guys, I couldn't do anything. Like I just felt like I won't say the world ended, but I just felt like I couldn't do anything because my hand was broken. But I had to just wake up one day and I was like, nah, this is what life like. Sometimes life throws the unexpected at you and you have to, when they throw lemons at you, make lemonades. You have to make the best out of what you can at that point. So now I just got up, got back to my thing. Like as you guys know, I'm a musician. I couldn't play my saxophone, of course, because makes sense. I was on my computer. I started learning new stuff. So right now I'm actually still learning something. Started learning stuff. Started reading books. I started developing myself mentally, like just aside. Like this was like I feel this was God even putting me away from every other thing I've been doing, like a lot of distractions, and actually making me see new possibilities and discovering myself better. So like I've really just learned a lot of new things about myself. I've been able to just calm down instead of drawing about doing gigs. I've been able to just sit down, read books, learn about myself, take things slowly, think through things, like because I couldn't do too much. And I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate everything that happened. Like I was really grateful for the experiences, to be honest. And I've learned a lot of things. I'm still learning. Don't worry, you guys are gonna see the results soon. I have a whole structure of how my life is going right now. Like I'm just looking at my calendar right now, and I'm really happy because I would never have gotten the chance to actually sit down to actually plan out my life, plan the things I want to do, set my realistic goals and stuff. So I'm really doing a lot of that right now, and you don't have to break a bone for you to do that, but you need to do it. And that thing is when life throws what you don't expect at you, you have to keep pushing, bro. I promise you, that's even the time where you're going to discover crazy things you never thought about yourself. Like that is the time you need to actually push harder. And then recovery has been going well. I saw my surgeon last week. The attending doctor. I saw him. He looked at it, said everything was great. I even saw Dr. Max last week as well. Dr. Max I was so happy to see him. He just chatted a little bit and stuff. He was really great. Shout out to Dr. Max. Shout out to Dr. Gottschalk. Shout out to Amanda Kolsky. Shout out to you guys, bro. You guys really did good. Like, I was really happy. I was really happy. And yeah, that's been it though. Actually, another thing, last week he actually told me I could get back to play my saxophone because it's almost 6 weeks and he's taking this off next week. I mean, I can take it off. I can take it off, but I just leave it there because right now my wrist is stiff. You see how this wrist is like this? This one is just like this. Let me actually show you guys. Yeah, I'll show you guys. I might be a little bit ashy under there, but shh. What's that? Ooh. Yeah. You see? Yeah. So this is what my hand looks like. Yeah, still I have a lot of dead skin that's still peeling because it was covered for a long time. But this is what a little bit swollen. But yeah, as you guys can see, like this is where the fracture was at. I mean, I can't turn too much, you guys. It was right here. I feel really good right now. See, my skin is still peeling. So right now, this is what my wrist looks like. You can see how this is like. How I can bend this like this. This one, this is the max I can do right now. Actually, it's getting better. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm backwards like this. You guys see the difference? And then what's really hurting right now is rotating. I can't do this. Like it really hurts because I also broke my ulnar or something. So right here was kind of it's a little bit broken too. There's like a little fracture right here. So it's kind of difficult doing this. But this is good progress, bro. From the time I broke my hand, bro, my hand looks like I didn't want to. When I looked at my hand, the hand looked like spaghetti, bro. It was just really. Right now, you know, we're getting back slowly, you know. And yeah, we're almost there. But that's my journey to recovery, bro. Yeah, whatever you do, don't break a bone. Right now, I promise myself, maybe I'm still traumatized, but bro, I'm never in my life. Okay, let me calm down. I think I'm still a bit traumatized because I have the video where I have the video of me falling. Like I haven't watched it. I can't watch the full thing. I only cut out like the little clip when the guy pushed me. But right now, even when I get maybe in the next 5 years, I'm never going skating. I'm never doing any physical activity that involves another person. Because this skating thing, like I didn't break my hand when I was skating. Like I didn't break my hand by myself. I was skating, but like I didn't fall when I was like skating by myself. Someone pushed me. So it's like for anything that can involve someone else knocking me down, like playing soccer, basketball, I'm not doing any of those things. I'm not, because it's not just about you at this point. You know, you don't know what anybody else can be doing. And I never in my life want to go through this. You know, I keep doing my physical activity, going on the treadmill, lifting, all those type of things, or all those extra stuff, playing ping pong, yeah, stuff like that. Maybe I'll find new hobbies too, but I'm never, bro. I'm never. I'm talking like this right now because I'm traumatized, bro. Yeah, don't break your bone, bro. I think that's the end. Yep. If you guys enjoy this story time, let me know. Let me know if you want more story times, you know, and you can give me suggestions also. If it's your first time coming to my YouTube channel, welcome. I appreciate you for watching to the end. And if you stayed up to this time, if you watched the video fully, spam. What should I tell you guys to write in the chat? So in the comments. Write quick recovery Tosin. Yeah, write down in the comments, quick recovery. Don't forget to like this video, comment quick recovery if you made it this far. I don't know the real ones. And I'll see you guys in my next video. See you.